Hi, I'm William Stewart. Welcome back to our verse by verse study on the book of First Timothy. Such a good book. Tells us so much about ministering in the church. Paul, who is the author and is instructing his beloved disciple Timothy, who has a younger man, has a huge responsibility of leading this important church in a large commercial center of Ephesus in Southwest Asia Minor. And you can tell if you've seen the prior videos, and I hope you have, he's had a lot of problems. And we get to another problem today, the social aspects of the church. There's a wide section here, like the whole chapter 5, of dealing with social issues in the church. Now, for those of you who like, good admonishments and wisdom on the Christian life that are hard hitting and impactful and useful, this seems like a long section. It does to me sometimes. And yet it also deals with the problem of the church in that bringing Christians together, they are social institutions. And so as people come in, there are expectations, some of them not wholly healthy or altogether healthy, and that the church has to try to resolve and deal with these issues. In the Roman Empire, I think this is uh, heightened, perhaps, that the issues of the social aspects are heightened in that, again, these people are coming to the church from probably pretty rough backgrounds, very male dominated, hierarchical backgrounds, and not well versed in probably being polite. These were non Christian cultures, so they had a lot to learn. In addition, um, there wasn't really too much of a social welfare system in ancient Rome. Now, in Rome, they did give away bread and sometimes other foodstuffs for free to the population, to the poorer classes, and sometimes land was given away, and more frequently in the later years to the military. However, there was not a good social system empire wide. So people probably came to the church for social help. Here were nice Christians who were probably willing to give money, as today, to help people. And they probably could not find this in any other way. Thus, and I think we'll see this in the chapter, probably non-Christians showed up and perhaps acted like Christians at some level, terrors, as Christ would call them in Matthew 13. And it was hard to differentiate them or exclude them from the church or the social help. So these were real issues that the church was facing. So let's look at the first two verses today. Rebuke not an elder. The word here, rebuke, is not used very much. It's to be rough, sort of braid a older man. Now, this is also the word used for an elder, a leader of the church, but I think in context, it's just talking about an older man, presbyteros, which it can also mean as well. But entreat him, beseech him as a father. So if you have an issue, be careful. Do it gently and encourage him. Again, showing respect. Younger men as brothers, otherwise treat them well with respect and gentility, mildness. The Greek word praus, otherwise be convivial, approachable, not argumentative. Verse 2, the elder woman is mothers, otherwise show these women the respect you would show your own mother. And I think for everything I read in the Roman Empire, mothers were accorded respect. They led the household, took care of the household and the kids, and they certainly must have garnered that. But I don't know this in detail. So if somebody has different information, please send me a message through the website at telehouseresearch.com. Younger women as sisters in all purity. Again, this is sex was pretty common, and extramarital sex affairs very common in the Roman Empire. So he's entreating them, the other women for which they might lust, or for whom they might lust, treat them as sisters, and don't, again, with respect, protect them as you would your own sister, and not touch them, basically. Or you can touch your sister, obviously, but to treat them, even in that touch, in a respectful, non-sexual way. Okay, so two important verses in terms of social relationships between genders and generations in the church, with the overriding theme of purity, respect, uh, gentility, and not being argumentative, mean, and berating people. So we'll continue next time. We get into a wide section, or about 10, 11 verses on widows, and that were very important socially during that time, and also in our own time, and how to handle them in the church. Thank you for joining me today. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.